Well, we're going to change the bushings on the 40-inch deck here, and the first step is to take out the wheels and to pound out the old bushings. And I'm just going to use a chisel here, a punch, and just literally hammer them out. So let's see what we can do. I forgot my tripod, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. There's one. I guess I have to hammer this one up. I don't have a lot of clearance here. It'd be better to take the deck off. Well, one bushing came out the bottom, no issue. The other one I got to hammer like out the top. It'd be easier to do with the deck off, but we'll see if I can get it out and then we'll bring you back. All right, so I got it out, and sorry, the sun is a bad angle here. This thing is worn so thin, it's ridiculous. Let me get the new ones and show you the comparison. All right, so the new ones I got from McMaster Car, and I'll put the part number in the video, but check it out. Here's the part number, 6391K258, 3/4 inch 7/8 by 3/4 inch long. So let me show you the trick to install it. This is the new one. You see how thick that thing is? Pretty thick, right? And this old one here on the bottom half here is pretty much like paper thin. It's really, really crazy how worn that thing is compared to the new one. So I learned a trick from a buddy as to how to install it. So let me show you how to do it. Okay, so the trick is that you take a bolt, 3/4 inch diameter bolt with washers on it, and let's see if this one's long enough or not. Yeah, so you put a washer, you put the bearing, put it on through. Yeah, I need the other one that's longer. Kind of making like a little press. So we're just going to tighten the nut on the bolt. That will actually draw the bearing into the hole, and I have to get the right size wrench, but this is supposedly like a great way to do it. I not have enough no, I got plenty of threads here. Yeah. So let me get a wrench, and then I can demonstrate this further. All right, so evidently the wrench size is 1 1/8, and I don't have a wrench that big. So I got to use these little adjustable wrenches here. And yeah, let's just see what happens. I learned this from my buddy Dick, and he's pretty clever about this stuff, and it's working awesome. All right, so this bolt bottomed out. It doesn't have like full-length thread. So what I did is I actually bought more than one bolt so that I could switch to one that's a little shorter. So let me take that one out and put the shorter one in. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's tighten this up. There we go. Yeah, this is working like a piece of cake. Piece of cake. Yeah, nice and snug. Now I'll back it off, and it should be all set. Seems too easy. Alright. done. Just like that, piece of cake. Let's take a closer look here. So, yeah, that new one's in there. It's nice and tight. And yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm working on these casters for the 40-inch mower deck, and I figured, oh, I'll take it apart and you know, see how bad it is to fix these things. And look at this wheel, man. I mean, this bushing that goes in there. Look how much play there is. Oh my God, that is just completely absurd. I cannot believe it. And look at the tread on the tire. It's like totally trashed. Anyways, this is kind of making me laugh. The other problem is that this caster fork is bent. Let's see if we can check this out. But someone must have hit something big with this, because there's a huge bend right here. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? I don't know if I can straighten that or not. It's pretty bad. You can see this big groove right here where the thing is worn and where it went through the old bushings. And I'm kind of toying with, do I buy new casters? You can get aftermarket ones from Sten's for like $40 a piece. That's 80 bucks. And if I was going to buy 2 wheels and 2 bushings, I'm probably talking at least another $80. Do I really want to spend $160 on this freaking mower deck? Probably not. I already bought new blades for it. I mow a small property at my office with it that takes 10 minutes of mowing. It's shitty grass to begin with. So I think, as much as this irks me that this stuff is so worn, that I might just throw it back together and call it a day rather than spend $180 on a bunch of parts. I could buy a whole used deck for that price, you know what I mean? But this is pretty bent. This is pretty bad. I'm going to hammer on it and see if I can straighten it out, but I don't have a lot of faith in it. These are the sweet wheel bushings, man. Those things are so shot. And I measured the inside of the wheel here. It's like 0.83. Should be 3/4 of an inch, so it's way too big. I even put a 3/4 inch bolt that I had in there, and it just has way too much slop in it. So I think, unfortunately, these things have seen the end of their life, and I'm going to have to shell out the money to get new parts. Really sucks, but it's what you got to do. Even if I have to spend $200 on parts, it's like a month's worth of hiring someone to mow the lawn, and this is going to last for a really long time, so I'm willing to spend the money.